Hello, I'm Attu Jamir and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime at 9, now news in details. After over 2 years of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Nagaland government on Thursday decided to lift all COVID-19 restrictions. However, people are advised to continue physical distancing and voluntary wearing of face masks as a precaution, though there will be no penalties for defaulters. From April 1st, there will be no restrictions on public movement, social, religious or political gatherings, weddings, funerals, visits to malls, cinemas, shopping, plazas, traveling by trains, buses, among others. The weekly sample positivity rate of COVID-19 infection has consistently remained below 2% for the past 1 month in the state. The average number of daily new hospital admission due to COVID in the state have also remained below 5% for the last 3 weeks, and the number of active cases has declined steeply and now only 15 as on March 31. In view of the above and after taking into account all the relevant aspects concerning the COVID situation, the government informed that there will not be any further extensions of the order imposing restrictions and measures for the containment of COVID in the state under Disaster Management Act 2005 beyond March 21. It also removed an existing capacity restrictions for any activity in the state imposed through the SOP issued for the preventing the spread of the virus. All SOP for travelers entering Nagaland will stand withdrawn from April 1. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Thursday informed that the centre has decided to reduce disturbed area under Armed Forces Special Powers Act in the state of Nagaland, Assam and Manipur after decades of disturbance. In a significant step, Government of India under the decisive leadership of PM Narendra Modi ji has decided to reduce disturbed area under Armed Forces Special Powers Act in the state of Nagaland, Assam and Manipur after decades, the Home Minister tweeted. He said that the reduction in the area under AFSPA is a result of the improved security situation and fast-track development due to the consistent effort and several agreements to end insurgency and bring lasting peace in Northeast by the government. Thanks to Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's unwavering commitment, our Northeastern region, which was neglected for decades, is now witnessing a new era of peace, prosperity and unprecedented development, Shah said. I congratulate the people of Northeast on this momentous occasion, he added. Following the announcement of the development, Nagaland Chief Minister Nipurio also took to Twitter and thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Grateful to Government of India under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and Amit Shah for reducing disturbed area under AFSPA in the states of Nagaland, Assam and Manipur. This is a significant development towards bringing stability, security and prosperity to the Northeast region, Ryu tweeted. Meanwhile, Nagaland Minister of Transport, Civil Aviation and Railways P. Paiwang tweeted that AFSPA has been completely lifted in Tuensang, Shamator and Simunyu, whereas in Kohima, Woka, Longleng and Mokokchung, AFSPA has been partially lifted. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Thursday welcomed the centre's decision to withdraw the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 completely from 23 districts and partially from 1 district of the state. The AFSPA has been in force in the state since 1990 and this move marks the beginning of a new chapter in Assam's future, he said. He also conveyed his gratitude to Union Home Minister Amit Shah for the move. Around 60% of the state's area will now be free from AFSPA, he said.
To be extended every 6 monthly, and so far 62 times Government of Assam has extended AFSA since 1990. Today, Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi has taken a bold decision that AFSA will be withdrawn from the area wherever it is no longer required. As you know that since 2014, APSA was first withdrawn from the state of Mizoram. Then APSA was also withdrawn from the state of Meghalaya. Last year, APSA has been withdrawn from state of Arunachal except 2 polling stations. After this series of decisions, today time has come also for the state of Assam, Nagaland and Manipur.
The Southern Angami Public Organization on deliberation on the ongoing indefinite ban in its jurisdiction with its governing body and frontal organizations unanimously decided to temporarily suspend the indefinite ban. In a press statement issued today, the SAPO stated that the decision to temporarily lift the indefinite ban was based in the People's Organization's ultimatum on Manipur to withdraw police forces from Kizolsa and requested to SAPO to lift the blockade, and on request of the Angami Public Organization to lift the indefinite ban for upcoming 50-year celebration of Angami Public Organization Golden Jubilee to be held on April 8. The SAPO further notified that the relaxation and lifting of indefinite ban is only temporary measures, and that if the government of Manipur fails to adhere to the ultimatum served by the TPO to Manipur government, it will initiate its own course of action and the government of Manipur will be held responsible. The Pakistan Assembly on Thursday was adjourned till April 3 after it resumed to debate on the no-confidence motion against the Imran Khan government. This comes amid Prime Minister Imran Khan's address to the nation tonight. On Wednesday, Khan deferred his televised speech after being reportedly advised to do so by Pakistan Army Chief General Kumar Javed Bajwa. The Pakistan Prime Minister will be delivering his nation address after he chairs a National Security Council meet, ARY News reported. The meeting will be attended by the civilian and military leadership, where a letter proof on the foreign conspiracy to topple the government will be shared with those present at the huddle. The national security meeting comes the day after the Prime Minister, in a hurriedly called cabinet meeting, shared the letter with his ministers. The ministers from Balochistan Awami Party and the MQMP were not present as they have already joined the opposition ranks. Khan later shared the contents of the letter with senior journalists of the country. On Thursday, the United States dismissed allegations that it is trying to topple the Imran Khan government as it was miffed with the Pakistani Prime Minister's visit to Russia. According to Pakistan Daily Dawn, the US State Department said none of its agencies or officials sent any letter to the Pakistan on the political situation in the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with 1,000 students for Pariksha Pe Charcha 2022 on April 1, 2022. The Prime Minister will interact with students in the 5th edition of the PPC Talkatora Stadium, Delhi. A total of 12.12 lakh students, 2.7 lakh teachers and 90,000 parents have registered themselves for the event. This program will focus on some of the key questions on examination. In this regard, Principal of the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Mukokchung, has appealed to all the students and parents to attend the live program. Meanwhile, Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya Chukitong Wokha, principal in charge, Renchisa MR, also appealed to parents, teachers and students to attend the live interaction session.
समय पर अभी कोविड के कारण ऑनलाइन क्लासेस चली हैं और अभी जो एग्ज़ाम हो रहा है वो ऑफलाइन हो रहा है। बच्चे काफ़ी ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस में हैं, तो उसी स्ट्रेस को दूर करने के लिए श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी 1 अप्रैल को 11 बजे श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी बच्चों से और पेरेंट्स से, गार्जियन से बात करेंगे डायरेक्टली। ये जो प्रोग्राम होगा वो लाइव होगा न्यू दिल्ली तालकटोरा स्टेडियम से प्रसारित होगा पूरे भारत में। और ये जो प्रोग्राम जो दिखाया जाएगा वो डीडी नेशनल पर, डीडी न्यूज़ पर और जो उनका ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट है mygov.in पर और यूट्यूब पर, फेसबुक लाइव और बाकी चैनलों पर दिखाया जाएगा। ये जो मेन मोटो है पीएम साहब का वो यही है कि अधिकांश बच्चे, पेरेंट और गार्जियन हैं वो शामिल हो सकें, जिससे वो एक बच्चों को संदेश दे सकें कि केवल अंकों का ही खेल नहीं है जीवन में, बहुत सारी उपलब्धियां हैं वो बिना अंकों के हम ले सकते हैं। जैसे हम सचिन तेंदुलकर का उदाहरण लें, 10th पास थे, अगर वो अंक के फेर में रहते तो वो शायद इतने महान क्रिकेटर नहीं बन पाते। इसी तरह से नॉर्थ ईस्ट में कई सारे हमारे एथलेटिक्स हैं, वो आगे बढ़कर उन्होंने भाग लिया है। तो केवल जीवन में यही नहीं कि एग्ज़ाम ही इम्पोर्टेंट है, बहुत सारे इवेंट्स हैं उसमें रहें और टेंशन फ्री होकर वो अपने पेपर दें। ठीक है, हमारे पास 4 डिस्ट्रिक्ट के बच्चे हैं। मैं उन सभी डिस्ट्रिक्ट के पेरेंट और गार्जियन और स्टूडेंट से एक अपील करना चाहता हूँ कि सुबह 11 बजे 1 अप्रैल को श्री मोदी जी का भाषण और जो लाइव प्रोग्राम है वो ज़रूर देखें। स्पेशली मॉन डिस्ट्रिक्ट के पेरेंट के त्वेंसांग का और मोकोकचोंग और लोंगलिंग के बच्चे और पेरेंट, मैं आप लोगों से अपील करता हूँ कि आप सभी लोग 1 तारीख को दूरदर्शन पर, रेडियो पर और यूट्यूब पर उनका प्रोग्राम ज़रूर देखकर अपना योगदान प्रोवाइड करें।
The Dimapur Naga Students Union has made an appeal to all the schools and colleges authorities within its jurisdiction to compulsorily implement wearing of traditional attire once or twice a month with effect from April 2022. Hornbill TV spoke to the General Secretary and Education Secretary to know more in details about their appeal. Let's have a look at a detailed report.
Amikhan the General Secretary of Dimapur Naga Students Union, Sedilo Vadio Tayase. Tailu da amikhan olop details te janibo. Tahan itu kenega implement kurulase. Yes, yes sir.
Right now, we don't have any modalities to how to implement, but then there is an appeal to the school and college authorities. Accordingly, we are going to meet all the college authorities and also the school authorities in Agorigine. Why we are doing this is because one should feel proud of their roots. Tahan ko teba ise, tahan itu tahan identity to feel proud ita holege. Itu mana bhavna. And also to preserve the cultural values, traditional values. Itu amihan there has been lots of comments in the social medias. Ism hobo alak tribe inaga gon enjoy dress actually ism hobo inaga tahan kwase. Whatever the comments that we received and as I was going through, tahan ko abi ekta side to thik ase libi moi chagasang ase, noli moi sema ase, moi aw ase. Inaga gine ito laga traditional noli moi zileng ase ko gine moi minor tribe ase. Moi yamchongar Eastern Nagas Kambra ito laga traditional lagai gine moi chutu mano ase mahan manu kumte ase inia no kuro lage. Amila bhavna mahala bhavna sabte to. That everyone should feel proud of their identity, their culture. Tala tradition ke ase ito tahan feel proud holege that I belong to this tribe. What's wrong with that? Minority thagili ke ase kun hoy. Man traditional attire lagabe gwado, it is not, we are not saying that full traditional attire lagawal lagwan hoy. Just traditional touch. Tahan necklace ekta holibi, muffler ekta holibi, tahan laki tede ekta traditional touch ase goni dikheba para ati itu lade amihan focus ite amihan itu ko ase. So right now we don't have any modalities how to implement, but then we are yet to also meet the college authorities and school authorities. Ina gini tahan kina sabte tahan tangilo pain kota gon jabo itu sabte jabo, and then I think it is we expect a cooperation from the school and college authorities.
Itu government school or private school both is na khali private school.
It's both private and government.
Okay, itia Dimapur the colleges or schools to kiman tanisnas.
School right now under our jurisdiction 15 colleges inega ase mahan hote record thaka do. But then school and colleges, Hindi college kampe ase, kumba ki goy theological college. So ito ang sob count kurse gule dolop to number de bisi hobo. And then there's corner bidor de school colleges kan bisi ase. Now it will be cut down to 50, 60 in our because of the new demarcation that has been created by the government of India, the government of Nagaland. Chumukiduma district, so some of our jurisdictions that falls under Chumukiduma. In our district, within our jurisdiction, now we cannot specify the exact number of the schools and colleges.
Non-Nagas khan garne tu kinega.
Non-Nagas also they have, I think they have Bengalis. They have their dress. Tahan mang culture event they have tahan dress kan lagai na hai. They put this ki kan lagai na hai. They have their even Muslim also they have non-Nagas also they have so. In a time they I think they also they have their dress and they will also come in there.
Yes, Afnian like to latest press release the Afnigan do you mention good exist schools can do bus service of students can get provide kule balase traffic congestion develop relief the ule karne to opportunity kiba ko niki.
One of the press release that we have also focused is to provide school bus, college bus. In some of the schools, many of the schools, in fact, they have a school bus and college bus. But then, especially in town areas can decide the school bus can be as college bus can be. But then many of the students, they are not availing the bus service. So, mano gari ekta, pacha ekta logina higine, you know, unnecessary traffic congestion be pishese. And then bus can do 2-3 students can be na on a school park or to do that in the students can in a school bar. So in order to you know it bus do traffic congestion avoid kule karne. Ito karne mahambi students can get appeal kule mon thakado to avail the bus service that the school or your college authority is providing. And also school all the schools and college cannot provide school buses. Only whichever, if possible, paretak to apna provide kura paraise gule do. School bus can provide kurbi, college bus can provide kurbi. In our students camera, so that they can avail the service, and in this way we can also ease the traffic congestion in town areas.
Do Amikon DNSU office General Secretary Lode Janise. Takan la appeal itu culture traditional dress law porte aru takan kile school authorities or college authorities ke bus service to provide kudibi cooperative itu report amikan DNSU office par lo ase moi lo te camera de ase Pankaj Guru moi reporter Jivan Rai for HornbillTV. Dimapur Naga Students Union ekta apex body aru ekta influential students body ase Dimapur district te takan la latest press release te takan ekta appeal rakhina ase schools aru colleges la authorities khan ke within the jurisdiction of DNSU ko gina to takan ko to ile tia month te ek bar noile dui bar to traditional attire to lagabo lage students khan to class ja time te so ready to takan la to culture or tradition to preserve thakibo or identity to ekta preserve kuna rakhiu pare inega kuina to aji HornbillTV amikan ete DNSU laga office te aikina ase amikan takan la education secretary aru general secretary lo to lob janibo details te aru takan kenega ituge implement kurubula ase itu bi janibo Dimapur Naga Students Union laga education and statistic secretary tesiding new mai amikan lo de ase aibe amikan itu takan la itu appeal portal of janibo
itu mon Dimapur Naga Student Union gan mon executive council meeting thaka pase decide korise kile mon at least once in a month or twice mon traditional tours to in all the school and college lagai chukule to bal hobo kuina kile mane mon sob nijor la traditional or costume janiore gane to the coming generation gane bal hobo kuina inia bapna korna mon decide korala ase so we the Dimapur Naga Student Union appeals to all the college and school authorities to please kindly follow that.
With the declaration of PHED ministers Jacob Jumomi's constituency, Chumuketima as a district, the town has been undertaking various cleanliness and litter-free drives regularly. In this connection, the Chumuketima Town Council Anti-Litter Squad had an inspection drive on March 31 in the market areas, the National Highway 29 stretch and other places in and around Chumuketima town to see if cleanliness is being maintained and to see if community services is being implemented. Let's have a look at a detailed report with our reporter Adona.
Ita moi Chumuketima town te aina se to Chumuketima town council kambra colonies towns aro market areas te sapa rakhibo nimite cleanliness drive bi jagina aya se itu opor aji anti litter squad koigena itu team banagena aji tagan bi inspection ja mohan dikhi pa ase to mohan lote ate anti litter squad laga team member bi ase to taga laga initiative opor aro taga laga aji inspection laga bi kinika jaya ase aro itu inspection anti litter squad to kita form koigena inspection to kiman bar apni kan jai ta galop kodi
American anti litter squad itu 2021 de 4 August office bera Chumuketima town council office bera order ulaise anti litter squad it ate American Chumuketima town council bera initiate kurigina dishe Hulibi yate American yate Chumuketima students union can be ase youth can be ase aro American laga staff can be miligena American pura kuri ase ja sal de American timber inspection jaise this year 2022 de aji milai gena dui bar du jai ase
to apni kan inspection ja tu itu town area re market area te cleanliness sapa hua to improve hoyas na na aro kinika ase apni kan aji inspect kura do
American itu national highway 4 lane itu aha piche de American sab safai du kuribo lage kogena American yate kotha koise itu hisabte American itu team form kurigena itu inspection kan kuria inega kuria piche de tu itia tok tu bisi safa dikhi ase poila de moila dukan bahar khan de bi moila bisi ase holibi itia tu ja salbra bisi improve hoche aro dukandar khan bi itu takan area du hodai safa itu kurigena dikhi ase aro dukandar khan ki bi kumba itia bi naparigena ase itu kane takhan ki bi aji amikan jaigena aro koise kitia duibar amikan jagina takhange balba koise samjaise noha khandu fine bi impose kuri ase aro fine khan impose itu khan kuria khan itu khan do paisa khan bara do amikan itu labor kumba ge itu hajara de aro itu jaga kumba jaga de moila thaka khan itu construction area khan de kun bi safa kuribole nai tukan area khan de itu paisa khan bara safa kuri ase aro ami kan la team member ase etia 9 jon ase aro ami kan yate public khan ki bi ekta request kuribole mon ase ami kan bahar de ulatam de nolibi dukan de suman কিনিকেনা এইটো পান হবি তালাব হবি খাইকেনা বি পাহাৰ খান্দে খুশি খুশি জাগাতে ৰাস্তা খান্দে এইটো থুক নেপেকাব লাগে ডাষ্টবিন আছে ডাষ্টবিন খান্দে দিগেনা আমি খান চুমুকিৰিমা টাউন কাউন্সিল চুমুকিৰিমা ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট এইটোতো চাফা ৰাখিবলৈ এইটো পাব্লিক খানকি বি ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰি আছে
তো এতিয়া মই এণ্টি লিটাৰ স্কোৱাড টিম মেম্বাৰ্ছকে বি কথা কৰি কিনে মই জানি পাইছে এইটো ইনিচিয়েটিভ এইটো ক্লিনলিনেছ ড্ৰাইভ ওপৰতে এইটো তাহান এইটো ইনস্পেকশ্যন যাই কিনে সদায় মইনা নহ'লে বি টাইমতে তাহান এইটো ইনস্পেকশ্যন কৰাটো এতিয়া চুমুকিডিমা ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট টাউনতে বি এইটো ক্লিনলিনেছটো ইম্প্ৰুভ হোৱাৰো মই দেখি পাই আছে আৰু তাহান এইটো ওপৰতে বি ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰি কিনে পাব্লিক খানকে বি এইটো কভাৰ খান চুইচ কভাৰ নহ'লে বি কি চামান খান নহ'লে বি ডাষ্টবিন মেইনটেইন কৰি কিনে এইটো টাউন চাফা ৰাখিবলৈ তাহান বি ইচ্ছা আছে কইনা মই আজি জানি পাইছে এইটো আছে আজি গ্ৰাউণ্ড ৰিপৰ্ট মই আদনা হাৰে উইথ কেমেৰা পাৰ্চন জয় ফৰ হৰ্ণবিল টিভি চুমুকিডিমা
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.